Good evening. I was asked to do a little segment called Did You Know? And I thought about doing it several different ways, and it's interesting that Colonel Hayward concentrated on the Buffalo Soldiers because not only did I go to Cavalry Hill School, I live on Calvary Street, and I've been here all of my life. And so I know well of the history of the Buffalo Soldier. It has been said that those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it. And so thank you, sir, for giving us a history lesson on the 10th Cavalry. This area, I want to spend a little time talking about the actual site where the school is. The site chosen was on a portion of land owned by the Love family. And the Loves were well known for their farming success and for having many members of their family who lived on the farm. And I knew these folk. Mr. Moses Love and his wife, Miss Beulah, were the owners of several hundreds of acres where we are gathered here tonight. In fact, as best I can recall, the home house sat almost where the dugout used to be, and all of their adult children lived on the farm. Mr. Freddie Love and his family, Reverend Walter Love and his family, Mr. James Love, his family, Mr. Robert Love, Mrs. Mary Love Lightfoot, and Mrs. Lucille Love Payton also lived on this farm. And as I said, it was several hundred acres. It went from where you started up the hill, coming toward Cavalry Hill School, and there was no University Drive then, so you can't use that as a boundary. But it started a little past Arctic Street and went all the way to the creek, all the way. Northwood Housing Project sits on the Love Farm. Cavalry Hill School, this Cavalry Hill Center, and Love Subdivision sits on the Love Farm. It's notable to me that an African-American family in Huntsville, Alabama in the 1950s had the insight and vision to put in the contract when the farm was sold that it must be developed for African Americans. And I think that's remarkable. I live next door to Mr. Moses and Miss Beulah's great granddaughter, Pamela, and I was telling her about that, and she'd never heard the story. I said, your great-grandparents in the 50s wouldn't sell the land except it was in the contract that it be developed for blacks. So all of the over 400 housing units that are in Northwood, the school, the center, and Love Subdivision, all built on land owned by an African-American family. It was a great day in 1958 when Cavalry Hill opened in my back door, having gone to Winston Street. And one year at council training, it was refreshing to have a neighborhood school. And we had never experienced a new school before because Winston Street was old and decrepit. Those who came from West Clinton had the same experience. They were coming from an old building. So there was a new sense of pride and a feeling that we were riding a new wave. We were finally able to experience some things like a marching band, a larger choir, a modern cafeteria, a library, an auditorium with fancy curtains that you could open and close. Come on now. Physical education classes, even though they were outside when I was at Calvary, because there was no gym then. But later years would bring about a gym and sports teams and band uniforms and all of that. And I guess I wanted to just simply salute the Loves in this community, because the land on which we stand was once owned by this family and farmed by this family. But I also want to salute those men and women who taught at Winston Street at West Clinton, and later here at Cavalry Hill and at Council High, teachers, administrators, support staff who did so much with so little. Because even though Cavalry Hill was a modern school, you know we did not get the funding and everything that all of the other schools got. So the people who taught in these institutions did so much with so little to give us a good start in life. And I'm appreciative for it. And the older I get, the more I want to say thank you to those people who've helped me along the way. And I'm delighted that Mrs. L.T.S. Smith and Mr. William T. Robinson III are here tonight. Amen. Now, neither one of them taught me, but I knew them both. In fact, I was sitting there, and Mr. Robinson came by and said, did you go to Cavalry Hill? I said, yeah, before you got there. I'm the class of 61 from Cavalry Hill School. Again, let me salute to the Love family. Let me also salute those educators who have helped, who prepare us, and to say that I read once a long time ago that a determined soul will do more with a rusty monkey wrench than a loafer will accomplish with all the tools in a machine shop. Thank you.